Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here then welcome as well. Today we're going to be watching the original Mad Max with Mel Gibson from 1979. Now I'd like to say that I don't know the first thing about this franchise, but when it came out I actually went to see the newer one with a friend and I loved it. Even after watching it, even though I don't understand a lot of the world, I just enjoyed the visuals, the action, and Tom Hardy doing his best to not speak for the entire film. Me watching this came after a Patreon request came through for Beyond Thunderdome, the third film, and I was like, well, I haven't seen number 1 and 2, so I've got to watch number 1 and 2. So that's what we're doing. I've done my best to do a Mad Max with a leather jacket and a white t-shirt, but I do have a pair of aviators, but you know, I won't be wearing those. But anyway, without further ado, if you want to see the full reaction of this, you can check it out over on the Patreon page, and you can see my letterboxd if you'd like to see all the films that I have and haven't seen. Without further ado, let's watch Mad Max 1979. American International presents Mad Max. I love that title. Beautiful. Brian May. Take it as composer Brian May, not the guy from Queen. Ah, George Miller directed it. Yeah, would it be in 1979? A few years from now.
Good one.
Oh, I thought that was going to be aviators. Oh, they're doing it.
March here to Big Bopper.
Big Bopper, got you here. What's going down?
We got a cop.
You've just alerted them! Highway Sector 26, High Fatality Road. A nice car though. I'm not into cars, but it's a nice car.
About 3 minutes off the intersection. Reckon you make it?
We'll make it move over. I'm driving.
Is this an Australian film then? I didn't realise it was an Australian film. There's a lot of Australian voices, so... Just let me get in!
Hey, Sars, what's a form on this?
Wait, so they're cops?
A few hours ago down in Sun City he goes berserk.
Hence why they're going after a cop. That makes sense.
We've been on him ever since.
There's Mel
This
Gibson.
one's right.
I've seen the style before.
Yeah, because isn't Mel Gibson Australian and he's just got an American accent from time living in America or something? I remember hearing that. Yeah, so having seen the other one, this is completely different to what I expected. I expected it to be in the middle of the, like, sandy plains, people dressed wacky, more wacky than just a leather jacket.
See him yet? Got it!
It's one thing I'd love to do if I was an actor, is to play an absolute maniac in a film. Because you can do a full pelt. You missed him.
Hey, fellas, are you okay?
Why's he got a chain?
Acknowledge, Big Bopper.
Uh-oh.
Acknowledge. Are you okay?
Are you okay, Big Bopper? Please.
Keep going, keep going. We're okay.
He's crazy. Yeah, I love the old cars. I've just realised that their siren. I used to have a siren. The pretend sirens.
I think we're still mobile. For Christ's sake.
You think?
You're blaspheming again. I don't have to work with a blasphemer.
He's like, you're a terrible driver, let me drive, please. He's got to be better than that, anyway. Interesting that they're not traditional cops.
Please respond. MFP to Gosling 1.
What does MFP stand for?
Head first straight into the tree, right? And then bounces back through the windscreen. By the time we got to him, he was just sitting there trying to scream with his face ripped off.
Oh, lovely.
What's the matter?
Put him off his food. Yeah.
Good, look at that.
I actually quite like the... he did the stereotypical 70s cop dash across the bonnet. Hey, I could be wrong. I'm saying that they're not like traditional cops. Maybe in Australia, cops back in the 70s just wore leather jackets and went around in yellow cars. Yeah, because in the newer film, it's set in the future, I want to say. Maybe this is as well.
Bounce, Jonathan.
You were seen out with him 2 nights ago.
Hey, it looks Mario.
It's me, Mario!
Sorry. No. Get the kid off the floor. Where's the kid?
We're really going to get it this time. He had his indicator on. Shut up!
That car has taken a hell of a beating.
People's lives are in peril. Stay off the road! Get it, shut up! Stay off! Shut up!
Stay off the road! No. Get out of the way. Stop. No, don't. No, don't. Oh, he's okay. Your caravan's in bits, love. They went all out with the...
I don't know, man. I just got here myself.
I want to find out what's happening.
Oh my god.
Unable to continue pursuit.
I don't think it's going to last much longer.
Go ahead.
We are 100% snafu.
You okay? Not for the year in the tropics.
He's like, you guys are down, I'm on the job. If I do a really bad Australian accent throughout this, I'm so sorry. I try not to, but...
I am the Night Rider.
It's like the Knight Rider car thing as well.
I'm the Night Rider, baby.
I mean, you guys are not safe.
The toecutter. He knows who I am.
The fact that he's so much calmer than the rest, he's just taking his sweet time.
I'm the chosen one. The minor hand
On the strike to unroadworthy.
The gloves are out as well.
lay down a rubber road. Right to freedom.
How the guy has not had a heart attack yet, screaming at the top of his lungs for however many takes they had to do for this. Max won't move. Yeah. Playing chicken isn't great. I mean, he's called Mad Max, so, you know. I'd like to say this is how he got his name, but I'm pretty sure he had his name before this point. Surprising I haven't seen this before. Who's that? Jesus. What happened? What's with the shot of his eyes? I love that, There's my thumbnail. Well, he got rid of him. Speaking of Mel Gibson, I've not seen another absolute classic. Love this music. Not seen Lethal Weapon. Oh, I thought he was listening to something. Like a record.
After 3 days, I feel so good.
I got a right hook in the mouth this morning.
Wrong? I told him to always lead with his left. You know? I think we got a monster on our hands.
Yeah.
God, the old radiators as well. Sorry. Reminds me of my granddad's.
Just another glory rider, I guess.
So they're called people that go against or break the law driving like that. They're called glory riders. Because I don't remember what the different people were called in the newer one. But this is completely different.
The goose wants me there early. Now what for, he didn't say. You know that goose.
I feel like this role was probably what set in stone him getting Lethal Weapon, a renegade cop type thing. That was one of the names I heard in the trailer as well. There's renegade cops or something, so... What is that?
I'm not grumpy. Oi!
What's that?
Sign language. I love you. Aww. But she's worried about him for the job. In these kind of films, there's always something always happens to the wife. Do you know what I mean? The wife either gets killed or something happens. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
Kick it in the guts, Barry.
Yeah, I've seen a black car. I think it's that car. It was a picture I've seen of it, so...
600 horsepower through the wheel.
He's like, it's power. That's all I want.
It's gone, turn
Give me power. The faster, the better. It sounds amazing.
Okay. How the hell did you get all this together?
He's crazy.
You've seen it, you've heard it.
And it's great.
When do we go for a ride?
Why are they listening?
I think we've got him. I hope so.
Our top pursuit man wants to quit the road, and we have to seduce him with candy.
What? Are they setting him up?
I do not enjoy wasting money. Goodbye. We had a couple of crises over the high side.
Jesus.
A code 3 you ran down a few days ago, the Night Rider. Yeah, Night Rider, yeah. I've got a problem. What's that? Well, his friends. Word's out there out to get you.
That's fine, he can take him.
I'll add it to my threat collection.
Good boy, Max. You're a good boy.
Hey.
Wah, wah, wah. It's like a little western town. Oh, there's a Foster's Lager there. You gotta love a bit of Foster's Lager. Oh, that guy. I've seen him before. Trouble is afoot. The old motorbike gang. So these are the troublemakers of the clan. I don't know what they're called, but... Oh. He looks mean. Is he going to be the bad guy? The enemy. It's films like this that I wonder how I've gone so many years without seeing it. Loving film, I don't know how.
We're here to meet a friend. Come in on the train.
Nothing coming on the train except a couple of crates and a coffin.
Oh.
Wait.
They don't seem the friendly type. I love that he's just wearing shorts.
That must be your friend over there.
Lovely, they're just leaving it on the platform as it is. Morbid.
The Night Rider. That is his name.
Ah, the guy in the coffin is the Knight Rider from earlier, right.
Remember him when you look at the night sky.
Knight Rider.
I will.
Take your hat off.
He's like, but it's my head. I don't want to take it off. Out of respect. Maybe?
You say.
Anything I say.
Oh god, don't tell him that.
What a wonderful philosophy you have. Take him away.
Okay. Just let off a steam there. He's got a very odd way of doing things. The steam sound and then the... Let me know what you guys think to this film. Has it always been a favourite of yours? Have you only recently started to love it? Or are they knighting him as the new Knight Rider? Because they're now calling him Knight Rider instead. I mean, that might be a term that they use. Oh, little bunny wabbit.
No worries.
Uh-oh, they're gaining on you. It's a lovely car, though. I would say it's a Cadillac, I don't think it is, but... You're not gonna... Not the car, no! Not the car, no! Ah! It's a beautiful car. Reverse. Now. Jesus. They're absolutely annihilating. What is it? They don't like him? They just want to get back at him with the car? Jeez. Oh my god, look at the car. I like the symbolism with the crow. I'm fearing for the worst for them.
Nomad bikers.
Oh, okay, we're on it.
Nomads. Okay, cool.
Take it out of jail, free card.
They love it so much, they just let him get away with it.
Hey, fella!
You're butt naked.
Hey, fella, stop!
You know you're missing your trousers.
What a turkey.
Hey, fella, you're a turkey, you know that?
Where's the woman? God, there she is there. What the heck happened?
It's alright, it's alright.
God bless her. She's gone. Yeah. She's chained up as well.
And everything's going to be all right.
The timing of him hitting the car with his head. He was putting the gun in the car and I thought she hit her head on the car.
Johnny the boy has done it again. This time it's a scrubber.
You are going back for him.
Not me, not for him.
From the courthouse to the halls of justice,
Maybe this is set in the future because they've got like rundown houses or rundown police stations and stuff. Oh, the wreck.
What happened to the car?
What do you think?
Looked like it was chewed up and spat out.
Pretty much. Oh, because he's the guy that got hit in the throat, wasn't he? So now that's how he has to talk. I thought he was using it for the fun of it at first.
That's great. You'll have to sit on the goose. Why? No contest.
They're coming to take him away.
Get it, Charlie. Just let him go. Get it, Charlie. Just let him go.
He's just copying everything he says.
They didn't show. Nobody.
Yeah, they didn't come and get him.
We're screwed. It's the law.
What do you mean no one showed you?
Well, no one showed, so they have to let him out. They have to let him go.
Jesus Christ, you're not going to let him walk out the door. Look at you.
Hate that word. The C word they just used.
Look, I can make the case for the...
They've got enough evidence, surely. No. Hence the renegade cop thing that I heard. Don't try and... I mean, I kind of get what he's talking about, because he's just an absolute arse, and he's part of that gang. Don't... No. You'll get done. For attacking innocent civilians. He's not innocent, but... So stay away. Don't antagonise him.
Know who you are, Bronze.
See you on the road like we saw the Night Rider.
They now blame the cops for Knight Rider's death. I mean, technically it was the cops' fault because they were chasing him and caused him to crash the way he did. But they shouldn't have been acting like complete idiots in the first place. What are they doing?
Sergeant with...
Oh!
Get out of there.
Jeez, that was so close to his face.
We have a problem here.
What?
He's not what she seems.
He's about to shoot her, isn't he?
Sit on good authority. He's sent by the Bronze, full of treachery.
You know she's a mannequin, right?
Take our pride.
But no, we were just having fun. Why did you take over instead?
You're going to waste the Bronze. You're gonna do it big.
You don't have the style.
It's okay.
Sweet mouth. Shut.
I was going to say, that took a turn for the worse. He's just taking him out there to scare him, I think. That's a gorgeous shot. I've seen some really good cinematography so far. And you know me, I love cinematography, so... The Sugarton Cabaret. The cars with the... I'm taking a guess at this now. Cars with the engines exposed. Am I right in thinking they're hot rods? They're absolutely mesmerised by it, but which I would be too. I mean, the song, she's got a good voice. The sound of the crinkly leather. It's like... It's probably not going to do it now, but my leather. So you got a baby on his door. Unique. The vehicles and bikes in this are so nice. They sound amazing. Is he being watched? That is a yes. Because that's the guy they let go. I'd watch yourself, mate. The guy on the bike, that is. Because I have a feeling they're about to come after him. It's quiet. Apart from the sound of his engine. Too quiet. I mean, travelling that fast is always a bad idea because any second now, someone could just out the side and knock him off. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another way it can be worse, is if you're, from what I could tell, his tyre blew out. Wait, did the guy in the car that we saw earlier, did he puncture his tyre or something to make it weaker? Or was something on the road for him to...
MFP,
Probably just because he was driving too fast, but...
It's a ghost.
It's not attached.
You're a lucky boy. Not even a little road rash.
Yeah, he's just trying to take his anger out, I think.
Well, don't wreck me truck now.
I'll bring it back tomorrow.
Sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
Drives away like that. All over. Mind the bike, mind the bike. Okay. Of course you're fine. You're all over the road, mate. I'm liking the song. Look out, look out, look out. Uh-oh. Yep, twice now. He's had his bike wrecked. The truck that he's had to take back to the guy is now wrecked as well. Presumably they were following him, otherwise how would they know that he was in that? All they need to do is get a lighter and light it up. Presumably what they're about to do, because the fuel is leaking everywhere. Yep, he's about to light that. Yep. Get out! That, like that, let me guess. No, don't blow it out. I thought he wasn't going to blow it out. I thought he was going to... No, he knows. He knows, yeah. No.
This is a threshold moment.
I mean, they're both fighting against each other, but there's no need to do that.
Toecutter, this isn't what I want.
Bless him, he's trying not to do it. I thought he would be all for it.
I keep you from being proud.
If he does that, Max is going to be after his head.
I can't. No!
I mean, it's a cop as well. Not that it matters to them, but... Oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Too late. Oh, is he okay? He's at the hospital, so... Max, you're too late, I think. Oh. So he's alive, he's just on heavy breathing equipment. And probably charred to all hell. Oh god, that sounds awful. Oh, the lighting as well. Oh my god. Bless him. Is he dreaming this bit? Or, I don't know. There was that glimmery flicker thing, so I thought it was that he...
Max!
I thought he was going to dream, like, imagine what he saw, so...
That thing in there, that's not the Goose. No way.
No, that is your friend, though. That's Goose. Goose makes me think of Top Gun. That's a good shot. I have a feeling he can't sleep because of nightmares. Sitting out on the veranda, maybe? Or over there, in that tented area, or wherever that is. That is lovely. Little beachside property.
I was hungry.
Little bench.
Peanut butter and honey.
Ooh, peanut butter and honey. I love the combinations that people come up with as well. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter and honey, peanut butter and anything.
Just can't get it clear in my head, Jess. Keep yourself full of living, you know?
Yeah.
Now there's nothing.
No, but he is still alive. I mean, not much alive, but...
I'll be alright once I get it clear in my head.
He's like, do I get permission to go after him, please? I need the warrant for his arrest. And for his life.
I'm through. I'm quitting.
Oh, he's handing his notice in.
Come here to discuss it, I came to say. I'm through.
By the way, the pictures I've seen, I've just realised that he's not wearing a white t-shirt underneath. The pictures I've seen online looks white. I'm colourblind. Appears, I think it's blue he's wearing, so...
All right, I'll tell you how it is. You're a winner, Max. You're on the top shelf. And I'm not going to lose you because of some crazy notion about quitting.
Don't believe in heroes anymore.
Well, damn them.
Damn them to hell.
Back to heroes.
You really expect me to go for that?
Yes. Become Mad Max. Unless he's handing his notice in and he's just going to go rogue. Maybe. He just doesn't want to be under the law enforcement handle.
I'm scared, thief.
Or not. He's scared.
That red circus out there. I'm beginning to enjoy it.
Take off for a few weeks, huh?
Probably the best way. Get a few weeks break, a little bit of a rest.
I'm not going to change my mind.
I think he will change his mind. Or at least in the however many weeks he's going to take off, he will just go a bit crazy. The open road. Singing away to her. Oh look, they're getting a dog from Sherlock Holmes. I like the artwork on the side of the vehicle. Definitely what he needed to get away from it all.
I've never been able to say things to you, Jess, about how I feel.
Never had the time as well.
When I was a kid, me and my father used to go for long walks. I remember staring down at his shoes. They were special shoes, and he always kept them really shiny. And he used to take long strides, and there I'd be right alongside him, just trying to keep up with him.
Oh, this makes this so emotional. Going from really violent
Never knew how proud I felt of him.
to this really thoughtful moment.
The thing is, Jess, I couldn't tell him about it then, but I can tell you about it now.
I'm tearing up.
I don't want to wait 10 years to tell you how I'm feeling about you right now.
He's like, I love you, but I don't know how to say. I'm tearing up at just that story. That's going to bode well for the rest of the film, isn't it? You bend him, something. Is he going to build a car from scratch?
Yeah, we had a blowout a while back. Raunchy, very raunchy.
I quite like that car, though, that vehicle.
I haven't fixed it night time.
Baby's driving.
Sproggo has talked me into buying him an ice cream. I think I'll see you later.
Why is he leaving him? Where's... He's leaving him there to do it all. She's leaving him there to do it all.
Good time for just tracking. Wish I could do a bit myself. Which way you heading?
Because he's a talkative guy. Oh no. Was I right earlier with they're now going to come after her, aren't they? Until the music started playing, I was thinking that something was going to happen. I'm right, aren't I? Oh god, I am right. No.
What's turned up for Sunday dinner?
No.
Main course and dessert.
No.
Favorite kind, female.
God damn it. Why do I have to be right about that? I don't want anything to happen to her. Go, run, now. Go away. The things I would say if I wasn't doing this as a video. Certain words. He's gonna eat it, isn't he?
What's the done, lovable? I'm feeling Vicky's own eyebrow clean.
Oh, don't smile at him. Oh, good girl. Yes. As a wife of Max, she's not brilliant. Oh no, baby, poor baby. So whatever you do, don't have to. No. Oh, I thought something was going to happen and the baby was going to hit the car or something. The baby's not strapped in though in the back seat.
What's wrong? Just take my word for it. Get in.
I know the car's nothing like it. The car they're driving is nothing like it. Don't worry about the tyre. They got more issues. The car that they're driving reminds me teeny bit of the Captain Scarlet car.
Sure. Couple with a kid. I was just fixing their tyre.
Oh.
Pass them through. Said they were heading north.
No, don't tell him. Should have told him the opposite. Just say, oh, they were heading south. He might have seen through that, though.
What's the matter with you?
Oh no, it's one of them there. No, the baby. Is he okay? Oh no! Oh, it's the guy's hand.
They're not worried, I'm not worried.
He's a funky looking guy.
If no one makes a claim to it, I say we can forget it.
Sounds okay to me, Jess.
That's how it goes. Okay. That's terrifying though. Go around the back of the car to find a hand just hanging there. It's like you can't go anywhere in this world without getting trouble or coming upon idiots. I wouldn't leave the kid there. Just.
How you doing?
Oh, okay, he's there.
I reckon you ought to connect the doohickey to the gizmo.
I mean, that's me as well. Not a clue of the parts.
No, look at them. No.
Yeah. I'm glad she's okay. I was really worried about her for a little bit. Whether she'll be okay for the rest of the film.
Okay, Tarzan. I'll bring you back some bananas.
They're a lovely couple. Especially in a world like that.
Oi!
Oi! Did he learn it? He's like, I think this is right. Turns out he probably said something completely different. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Jesse.
Oh, okay.
You meet Benno down there. Don't let him trouble you.
I thought they were going to pan down to have someone.
Sure, mate.
I thought we were going to have one of the bad guys there. Aww, the little doggy. I mean, we're following her, so I feel like there's going to be a bad guy there somewhere. One of the men. Yeah. Nomads. Yeah, there's more than one. Jeez, in this world, don't walk off by yourself. Oh, you can see him there in the background. Oh, beautiful location. It looks a bit like, it's not, because this is Australia, but it looks a bit like Durdle Door in Dorset. Oh god, don't fall asleep on the beach! No! Max, get there ASAP. The guy's going to be standing there, isn't he? It's the man making that noise, not the bird. Sorry, I'm just taking everything at face value again. It's the man. Is he doing that? Oh my god. Scary though. Silence with just the bird noises. Move, watch out, watch out! No, is she okay? Oh. My heart is just pounding. Oh god. Run! Thank you. Why do people in films, they don't run correctly? They just go, like that. They're all around you. Go, go, go. I thought it was a guy, I didn't realise it was pigeons. Come on. Go! No, wait. Mind the baby, mind the baby. I mean, to be fair, the Nan lady is there as well. Got there safe. Oh, so that guy is...
Very, very naughty. He's a very naughty boy!
You call the dark one.
Why, what's going on?
I think we got some hoon trouble.
Yeah, you've got some trouble there. And it's not him. I mean, I probably wouldn't have aggravated him and antagonised him anymore. He's going to go and help him. Yeah, I wouldn't go after him. I'd just leave him be, but...
Everything's going to be all right.
No, they're in the house, I think.
I've just got to go and make a phone call.
Oh, they'll be there. Outside the window. Or in the house. Behind the sofa. I'm right, aren't I? In the cupboard. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Yeah, the little baby, the little baby. They've just left him outside. This is what I was saying. No! No! Please tell me he's in the car or something. He can't have got in the car. There's no way of getting in, but... I hope the Nan... that May, I hope she picked him up.
Well...
No.
It's our little mother.
Oh, okay. He's okay. He's okay.
That there.
Was there a guy at the top?
I'll swap you.
Give me my baby.
Swap you for what? For the guy? Or for you?
Awful pretty.
Don't you hurt her.
You don't need a sense of humour with a pretty face. The only trouble is, though, Missy, if you should lose the face.
Please don't hurt my baby.
No.
Got nothing.
What do you want from me?
Right there!
Yes! May! Come on!
I hate Dad.
Stay back!
I love that reaction to it.
Stay back!
Yes! At least it's alerted him. Go. Get back. Oh, I hope that's water.
Every one of you in there!
Not the baby, though.
Put the
Leave the
babe on
baby.
the ground.
Although the baby is right next to whatever that is.
Get
I'm
the
hoping it's
van.
just water. God, May is she's a weapon. Let's just hope they can't get out the other side. Are they able to get out? It's not keeping it very safe, though. They got away. If this was a different film, I would have said that they put explosive on the car or something. And no, they're just going to chase after him. And he's got no way of going after him, has he? Oh no. If they leak, they've cut the fuel line. So it's leaking everywhere. No. Oh no, 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 no. Oh god, she's got nowhere to go. Can't just run and keep running. I love May. She's amazing. Obviously a terrible shot. Oh no. No! No! Oh my god, she's not, is she? No! Well, I was right about the wife at the beginning. Oh no. Oh my god, it's not just the wife though either. There's so many words I would say. Is that May? Is she had a heart attack?
You salvage your book? Yeah, sure. We got all the science back last night.
What?
Tell him not to worry.
My stomach is just... Oh god bless him. So she is gone. Oh, this is completely... That few weeks off and that, this has completely wrecked his mind now. Now he has turned into one of them. I'm gonna get all the old gear out here. Oh, you messed with the wrong guy. This has turned into... Well, I say it's turned into... This is like the origins of John Wick. Or every film like that. Oh, where do they go? Because that's the guy that... With the tyre, isn't it? Drops the car down. You know exactly what it is.
I want to know about the tattoo.
Yep. Somehow, I don't think...
You say yes or no.
You shouldn't mess with it.
Knight Rider? Are they coming back? I don't know. They gotta get the...
Are they there?
I don't know.
Okay, they're just panning up for that. Okay, you know what I was saying earlier about, like, don't try and get revenge, just, you know, walk away. Don't try and cause trouble. Now you can. Especially because it wasn't just the wife, it was the child as well. I'm fuming. I have a feeling you should probably get out of them. They're siphoning the fuel tanks, but I think he's about to siphon them. The reason I made the correlation between John Wick and this was because the car is very similar as well as that story. Let's run them down. Yes. They're like, who was that? As they approach, just slam the brakes on. They just hit the back of the car. Or knock the bridge out. Is he going to play chicken? Please tell me he's going to play chicken. Because he is not going to stop. Yes! It's a shame they hit the wall. Oh! I hope the actor's okay. The bike, poof, straight into the back of the head. Oh, is that the boss guy? Is he the only one that's okay? Oh, that's the other guy. Oh, the boss guy wasn't even there. I thought he was part of that. What's that? Wait, why has he got pictures of the... Did Mad Max put them in his helmet on purpose? To say, I know what you did. I'm after you, sucker. That sound effect there of the car going... reminded me of Knight Rider, funnily enough. They're going to be stuck behind... Oh, okay, they've gone round him. He's going to be stuck behind the tractor. It's like, get out the way! You could go up and around, but... Yeah. Don't go round him on the hill. Don't. I thought someone was going to be coming over the hill. They've long gone. Uh-oh. Prohibited area. Is the engine okay? It's banging a lot. What happened? That's bait, isn't it? That's bait. They're going to be in the grass. Or behind the... That's the guy making that cat noise. He was doing it earlier. Oh, Jesus. No! Get up, Max. He's in the next ones. My drum! No! Jeez! Lift your arm, boy. How is he moving his arm? How's it not broken or made of rubber?
I know what I'm doing.
He's just toying with him. His knee looks badly... Yes! That's it, he's just leaving. I'm not sure if it's worse that he left, because he knows that he can't chase after him now, so he's just toying with him. That's where he spins back and comes back at him. I love the inclusion of the bird shot. Oh, you're not safe anywhere now, boys. Max is out to get ya. Mad Max, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when he comes for you? Oh, he's gaining fast. Great shots of Mel Gibson. Come on. I don't condone violence, but he did it to your wife. Oh, the eyes again. Oh, God. Look at that shot. Love it. That was brutal. No feelings about it whatsoever. He's just focused. No remorse. That was brilliant. Yeah, it's got to his head now, though. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. I know you probably don't want to go on anymore, but... Don't know where you are now, though. Okay. So these are... They the other ones? I thought he got them all. Oh, obviously not. Oh God. Oh, God. What the... Whose body is that?
Oh, this isn't what it looks, man. You know, I just come down here to check it out.
Shoot it.
This guy, he's already snapped.
Nah, that's alright. Bye-bye.
Dude,
Ankle.
What, chain you to the car? Or chain you to the body? No, he's chaining to the car and then letting the car burn. Oh, that's a fitting
I
end.
had nothing to do with anything going on back
Fitting
there.
end. Sure you didn't. He did try and stop the other guy earlier.
What are you...
Wait, this...
What did you say?
Oh no, I thought this bit here was the guy, his friend, that got burnt. It's not.
I'm sick, see? Like I'm...
Sick? More than that?
You're not gonna hurt me, are you?
Oh, he won't hurt you, no.
Jesus!
Just gonna burn you a little bit.
Not for stealing a man's food!
Oh, he's just
He was
teasing
dead,
him.
for Christ's sake!
Yeah, but you've hurt a lot of other people. Why has he got a
What are you doing?
saw?
I want to know what you're doing.
Not sure whether I
The
agree
chain
with...
in those handcuffs. It's
Yeah.
high tensile steel.
Oh, is he going to give him that to say...
It'll take you 10 minutes to hack through it with this.
Oh.
If you're lucky, you could hack through your ankle.
Oh, that is...
You're mad!
Perfect. Perfect. Revenge.
Stop breathing on
Well,
me, man!
you either got to put yourself through pain and lose a limb, or bye-bye. Sayonara. See you later. I have a feeling he's not going to get it in time. He's just going to go... Is this where we're going to see it? Please. That is a great shot. Yes! That cinematography, that shot was just beautiful. Camera slightly above the car, you could see it in the background. It's perfect. Mad Max, Lone Crusader, out for justice. I love that. Damn, do you know what? I actually really enjoyed that. That was completely different to what I expected. I expected to go into it with it being more futuristic, like the newer one is, because of having seen the newer one. And it's my fault, it's my bad that I've seen the newer one first, and then the older ones. I don't often do that, by the way. I know I did it with Bad News Bears, but I don't often do that. I thoroughly enjoyed Mel Gibson playing Mad Max. More probably than I should, because he was pretty crazy. But he played it extremely well. The one clip, the reason I said it reminded me of kind of how he was in Lethal Weapon, even though I've not seen Lethal Weapon. The reason why is the one clip I've seen of him is, you know, where he's having a conversation with a couple of guys at a truck, like a lorry or something. I don't know where that is in the film of Lethal Weapon, but it's that one scene. And then he does the whole smacking the face thing, and he's just quite crazy. I don't know if that's how he is throughout the whole of Lethal Weapon, but that's what it reminded me of how I expected him to be when he just lost it with the guys, which he did eventually, and he was brutal, and I completely understood why. What happened to the wife and the kid was awful. That completely broke him. It broke me watching it. I really love the setting, the very rural setting of the film, and getting all these country roads in with the old cars. Something that just came into my brain was, I know throughout the film I was very unsure about the setting, like the year that it was set. Was it in the future, like what I think the new ones are? Again, they might be not, but they're just very dystopian in comparison to this. And so I looked it up. And apparently at the beginning, and I must have completely missed the title that said it, there was a caption that said, "A few years from now." I probably even read it out, but I just didn't take it in, if that makes sense. Sometimes I do that. I'm focused so much on different things that by 5 to 10 minutes in, because I'm trying to focus on everything and trying to get to grips with the story, and having not seen anything of the old Mad Maxes, I was trying to take everything in at once. And yeah, I sometimes miss some things, so I did miss that. Also, apparently there is a piece of graffiti on a road sign that does say December 1984, which again, I completely missed. And considering this film is set in the 80s, my mug that I've been using for coffee does feel more in place now because of it being a Back to the Future mug, especially because it does say, with the road sign dated 1984, it does put the events of the first film squarely in the mid-80s and most likely around 1985. Although, there is an article that does say Mad Max is an Australian post-apocalyptic dystopian action film series and media franchise created by George Miller and Byrne Kennedy. But that one, maybe then there's been an apocalypse in around 1985. That's when it's supposedly going to have taken place. By the way, if you can hear like a clicky sound that keeps happening, that sound, it's the the little zip there on my jackets, apologies. But okay, so apparently there's a difference between Mad Max 1 and 2. I'm looking these up before we do trivia, just because I'm very curious as to why that was so much different to the newer stuff. The differences between 2 and number 1 are due to budget, the era in which the films were made, and George Miller's experience as a visionary filmmaker. However, they're the ideal antagonists for their respective movies. Okay, so apparently the newer one, that is Mad Max Fury Road and Mad Max, the 1979 one that we just saw, have no narrative ties whatsoever, other than George Miller's action-fueled story world. So if the film series does continue in the same way that this one has, I much prefer this to the newer one, even though don't get me wrong, I loved the newer one, and the colours, the cinematography was absolutely insane. But for me, as a lover of older film, this is better. I feel like it's a bit more realistic and less fantasy. But again, things might change in the next few films. This could just be the first start off because they didn't have a massive budget for it. And then as the budget, increasingly gets bigger, that's when things start taking a more dystopian turn. Yeah, love that film. Absolutely brutal in a lot of places, emotional as well. And the thing that got me, the reason why I thought, oh, she's not going to last, the wife is not going to last, I didn't know about the baby, but I had a feeling because they were really delving deep into their relationship. Like they were really giving some loving moments to each other, and then there was absolute chaos elsewhere, but then some loving moments again. And I felt with this juxtaposition, something's going to happen. It feels like it's a storytelling technique that if you see this person, something bad's probably going to happen to them. And the one part where it just clicked to me was when she's standing at the top of the stairs. She does the sign language to him, and they share this look between each other. And it was the prolonged shot on her face after that, with her worrying almost about him being in danger. At least that's what it portrayed across to me. It was that shot that made me think something's going to happen to her and it's not going to be good. But I like that they had those loving moments in there, because it really put into perspective when that happened, how he felt about her and their relationship. Right, before we dive into the trivia, if you'd like to check out the Patreon page, you can do. You've got loads of other benefits on there, and you can see the full version of this reaction as well. And you see the full version of me watching this as well. But yeah, let's check out some of this wonderful trivia. Most of the extras used in the film were paid in beer. That is absolutely insane. Brilliant, but insane. Yeah, with a low budget, if beer is all you can give, it's still a perk. Oh, the get out of jail free card that we saw that Goose gives the triker was an on-set joke. Speaking of trikes, by the way, my dad used to have a trike, and I've ridden on it quite a few times. It's epic. It was this bright yellow. To be fair, it was pretty much a massive monstrosity, but it was epic. But yeah, apparently it was an on-set joke. Because of the limited budget, the biker gang was an actual biker gang. That's amazing. The Vigilantes, they were called. They had to ride to the set each day in costume, often with their prop weapons displayed. Since the production company expected them to be pulled over by the local police, each was given a letter explaining the film's peculiar requirements and asking for law enforcement's understanding and cooperation. Well, out of all that, I just love that that was included in the film as well. Apparently Tim Byrne's Johnny the Boy was so into character that he annoyed everyone on set and was abandoned one day during lunch while handcuffed to the wreck that we saw at the end. Brilliant. I mean, that's abandoned in the middle of nowhere as well, in the middle of a field. Oh wow, George Miller, I don't know how true this is, George Miller raised the money for Mad Max by working as an emergency room doctor. Really? Yeah. George Miller worked as an ER doctor while making Mad Max, and the work he did had a dark effect on the movie's sci-fi sequel, The Road Warrior. Okay, that's the next one that we've got to watch. We've got The Road Warrior and then Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah, apparently George Miller worked as an ER doctor while making the original Mad Max, and the work he did had a dark effect on the sequel. Released in 1979, the original Mad Max is almost nothing like its equally critical acclaimed 2015 sequel Fury Road. The first Mad Max sequel, The Road Warrior, signalled a major genre change, as the second movie was a more over-the-top sci-fi set after the end of the world. Okay, there we go. So it's going to change with part 2. I don't know if I like that it's going to change though. I'll have to see what I think. I prefer this kind of setting, where it's more gritty. Okay, despite it being radically different, the sequel does still see Max laying down the law and risking life and limb chasing psychotic people. Yes, I wasn't sure, because in the newer one, the reason I keep making comparisons because they are so vastly different. In the newer one, I don't think he's a cop. I think he has the car though, or a car very similar to it anyway. This is from memory. It's been many a year. But yeah, I don't think he's a cop in the newer ones, but that's why it surprised me when we found out that they were cops, because I really did not expect it, especially because they're so different to the cops in real life. The cars are different, the uniforms are different, they all wear leather. Okay, so we were talking about the medical thing with him being an ER doctor, George Miller that is, and yeah. So he was nearing the end of medical school when he realised the film was his real calling, or that film in general was his real calling. As a result of the epiphany's timing, Miller worked as an ER doctor to fund the original low-budget Mad Max, and the trauma he witnessed in the emergency room directly contributed to the series' grimly realistic action. One of the shots I absolutely love, this is completely off of the subject of the, that stuff, but it kind of fits in with the gore of getting things correct and that. We see a couple of times, I'm pretty sure it's the same shot of the eyes going back into the heads like that. Or, not going back into the heads, but, very wide-eyed, so much so that you can see everything around the eyeball itself. We see it when the lorry explodes. Is it the lorry explodes when he goes into the lorry? We see his reaction just before that happens. Not Mad Max's, but the other guy. We see it there, but then we also see it earlier in the film. But we very, very briefly see an eye shot in one of the car chases nearer the start, or at least earlier in the film anyway. Some of the things Knight Rider yells over the radio are lyrics from the AC/DC songs Rocker and Livewire. I didn't know that. Didn't know they were lyrics from songs. I love a bit of AC/DC, and yeah, didn't even occur to me. Oh, at the time, George Miller paid a truck driver $50, which was a little bit more due to inflation now, to run over the bike in the final scene. However, the truck driver didn't want to damage his rig, thus the crew had to install a shield painted to look like the front of the rig. Damn, I didn't know he actually got a real truck driver. I suppose, with the budget, it was easy to get a real truck driver to do it, instead of hiring an actor to drive a truck. Still though, what they did, surely that would have damaged the truck in some way, because the truck physically went over it. Maybe it was a fairly big shield, so that they could drive over it, and it still didn't damage the actual truck. Oh Jesus, they said that it was a small budget. Shot in 12 weeks on a meager $350,000 budget. To me, that's a fairly big budget still. Oh, there's a cameo from the film's co-writer. The bearded man wearing an apron in front of the roadside diner watching the police cyclists and tow trucks drive away is that man. Oh wow. Hugh Keays Byrne, sorry if I got that name wrong, who plays Toecutter in this film, went on to play Immortan Joe in Mad Max Fury Road. I didn't realise that he was in the newer film. The yellow Interceptor car is a Ford Falcon XB351. Again, I'm not a car person, but it's a Ford Falcon XB351 sedan 1974, which is a former Victorian police car in real life. Given that it was a budget movie, the car was only quickly masked up and repainted from its original white on the outside only. In several shots, you can still see the white paint, like on the door jambs and under the bonnet, etc. But I don't think it's that much of an issue if you can see it, because it kind of adds to the feel of the film, with things not being quite pristine and being a little bit rough around the edges. Oh, only Steve Bisley, who played Goose, was wearing real leathers. All the other police officers were wearing vinyl costumes. The motorcycles, all late model demonstration units, were donated by Kawasaki. Many of the bikers kept the bikes after the shooting was completed as well. damn. The crew couldn't afford a breakaway prop door, so the actors had to break through solid wood. Now that's dedication. Oh! The first scene shot was that of Johnny breaking the chain on the overpass phone. He appears hurried, not because of the storyline, but because the film company didn't have permission to shoot on that overpass. Oh wow, this is what I love to see. Mel Gibson got the part of Max while still being a drama student. He was paid 10 grand. 10 grand. Which would be even more by today's standards, but 10 grand whilst being a student. He was loving it. He was rolling in the dough. Oh, Sheila Florence, who plays May, at least I think that was her name, May. You know, the older lady who I kept saying was like the auntie or something for a while. She broke her knee when she tripped while running with the antique shotgun. Now, I remember at one point in the film, I thought I saw a cast on her leg or something on her leg that I didn't remember seeing before. I may be wrong, it could have been in previous shots. But yeah, apparently she then returned to complete her scenes with her leg and hip in plaster. Oh, interesting. I think I've heard something similar to this before. Because he was relatively unknown in the US, trailers and previews did not feature Mel Gibson, instead focusing on the car chases and action scenes. I feel like that's quite odd to do a premiere trailer of a film and to advertise the car chases and action scenes and not the main actor. Yeah, see, this is something I would do if I was to play like a bit of a quirky, kooky bad guy. One that's not quite sane. Hugh Keays Byrne changes his accent scene to scene to make the character seem more insane. George Miller described the whole experience as guerrilla filmmaking, where the crew would close roads without filming permits, not use walkie-talkies because their frequency coincided with the police radio, and after filming was done, Miller and Byrne Kennedy would even sweep down the roads themselves. Still, as filming progressed, the Victoria Police became interested in the production, helping the crew by closing down roads and escorting the vehicles. Yeah, I feel like they probably should have asked permissions for that kind of thing. I remember back in college, I did a short film, and one of the shots in the short film for our final major project was the shot of the front of a police station, and I remember having to go in and ask permission to film. We were going to change the name anyway on the front of it. We were going to superimpose a different name of a town and everything, but we just needed a shot of the front of a police station that kind of looked like one, and we couldn't think of anywhere else that kind of looked like one at the time, so we just went, why don't you use the real thing? And then just change the name. Hugh Keays Byrne modelled his performance of Toecutter after historical records written about Mongolian warlord Temujin, I think that's how you say his name, or Temujin, also known as Genghis Khan. The house used for May's farmhouse was abandoned and had to be filled with furniture from the filmmaker's own houses. I wouldn't have guessed. Watching that, like the bit where she sat on the sofa, and I said to her, oh, the guy's going to be at the window in a second, or behind the sofa, etc. I wouldn't have guessed that that stuff was, was their furniture, and not meant to be in that place. Just in general, the place didn't look decrepit, didn't look, run down or abandoned. But I suppose old farmhouses kind of have that air about them anyway. Often credited as the movie that opened up the global market for Australian movies, on its shoestring budget, it managed to gross $100 million worldwide. That's setting a new record for most profitable independent film of all time. It held that Guinness World Record until it was outgrossed by The Blair Witch Project in 1999. No stunt doubles were used for the hand-to-hand fighting. Here you go, to back up the whole thing about the not being a post-apocalyptic world, etc. In a 2015 interview with the Q&A with Jeff Goldsmith podcast, George Miller said that it was not the intention when the script was written for it to be set in a post-apocalyptic world. This was done because they didn't have the money for extras and properly maintained buildings. In order to cover for this production value limitation, the title card was added to the beginning, explaining the story was set after a world war. I must have completely missed that. This also accounts for why there is generally more of an established society in this film, more than any of the other sequels. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But again, we've already mentioned some of the stuff about this. Oh, this I didn't know. So obviously, not knowing sign language myself, and I do want to learn it, I didn't know that Jessie, when she does the sign language, doesn't use real sign language. They're just some movements that Joanne Samuel made up. I feel like they could have, found out what a rough estimation was of the sign language for that. I suppose if they were just on a minimum budget though, and they just wanted to get it shot and done. But if I was making the film, I would have, looked into it a bit more and found out what the actual sign language or a rough estimation was. The Knight Rider's spectacular crash was the result of a military booster rocket being installed in the back of the car. It went out of control, missed the target fuel tanker, and veered off into the field, where it chased the film crew for a quarter of a mile. The on-camera explosion was a later recreation using a safer towed car. I did notice the what looked like a sort of a rocket or something on the back of it. Okay, due to there being a lot of trivia for this film, I'm only going to do one more piece, but feel free to go and check out, even more for yourself. For one shot, cinematographer David Eggerby held the camera while he was a passenger on a motorcycle going 110 miles an hour. That's pretty fast, David. Slow down. Don't need to go that fast. Recording the scene, he said, "I knew we were risking our lives out there." Don't. I mean, yes, you made a hell of a lot of money from the film, but don't. It's only a film. Props to him for doing that. Was that? I have a feeling it probably was, and I think we did this. We saw the speedometer at some point. I didn't pay attention to what it said. I didn't really think about how they shot that, to be fair, when I was watching it. Anyway, guys, that has been all the trivia for Mad Max from 1979. What did you think to the film? Let me know your favourite scene. Let me know, is this one of your favourites? Maybe number 2 is your favourite. Maybe number 3 is your favourite. Right, guys, don't forget you check out the full reaction over on the Patreon page. I'm going to end it here for today, but join me next time, and at some point soon we will watch number 2. If you are watching this in the future, then number 2 is already out on the channel. Or you can watch some of the other wonderful films that I've watched on the channel as well. I watch anything from older to newer films, all different genres of film. But yeah, no matter what you're doing today, have an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Now, if you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then a like would be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing as well. More videos will be coming very soon. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons, including Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Michael, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, and Paul Zawicki. Plus anyone new to the Patreon as well.